it sounds more like a horror film, you know, when you have the people that are in the asylum and they're torturing the patients by making them listen to music first thing.
In that clip, Meghan Markle wanted to smack the crap out of Courtney.
Good Lord. I really do feel sorry for those prisoners. Sorry, I mean children.
She follows the money. This woman is a complete ghoul.
Demon Duchess in high heels strikes again. Meghan showing her true nature. She cannot uplift other women.
But she's not nervous because of Meghan Markle, a D-list mattress actress. By the way, she considers herself superior to Meghan because she comes from superior stock.
Meghan Mole pointed out Oprah wanted nothing to do with Meghan. They managed to book their events on different days.
You can hear that deep sigh of anger, and then you can see her raise her hand, but rather than smacking, which I'm sure she's used to when she smacked Harry around, she reached out for her hand.
Talking all about Archie and Lily, who are apparently these people who she wants to have privacy, but she's going to talk every little detail.
Let me know if Harry's still beholden by this witch.
It's Meghan showing her true nature. She cannot uplift other women.
The illusion is beep. This to me shows that she is an absolute nightmare to work for.
Let's just start calling her Nurse Ratchet at this point.
But it's interesting how Courtney recoiled when Meghan Markle reached out for the mic.
All of these people that are around her, and not one person is acknowledging her, talking with her, looking in her direction. She is just standing there alone, drinking wine.
She turns to Courtney. It's like, you can see it's like, and she reached because she wanted to smack.
What is so shocking about this is it now means that it is the 10th spinner, the 10th PR chief that she has had in 5 years.
Markle went from royal balconies to a dingy little place in Santa Barbara, a bookstore called Godmother's. That's where she's at right now.
They were the ones that also said she was absolutely awful. And I believe it was a member of Gimlet's staff that had said that they ended up in therapy.
It was supposed to be a calm book event, two friends on stage, sharing a moment.
Meghan was able to show her controlling true colours. Watch.
You guys get to meet Courtney as well.
Yeah.
We've been friends since college, just so you know.
Yeah, it's really an honor to be here and to be chatting about our book. Oh, sorry. This makes me nervous.
I can hold it for you also.
Courtney tried to speak, said she felt nervous. Meghan leaned in and said, "I can hold it for you." Then she took the mic.
She showed her true colours, didn't she, in that microphone moment where she was correcting how her friend used the mic.
The room went quiet. That short clip became Micgate. Some said she was helping. Others saw control.
It's all about control, isn't it? It's all about power.
In 10 seconds, the mood changed completely.
Meghan Markle takes over this stage. Oh, let me hold the mic for you if I can.
Instead of focusing on Courtney's book, Meghan began talking about herself.
But of course, Meghan Markle made it all about her, revealing intimate details of life at home.
Morning candles, healing blankets, family rituals. Sweet details, but wrong place, wrong time.
I've never met a Meghan Markle fan.
The crowd noticed the shift. The event was no longer about her friend. It was about Meghan again.
Oh, zip it, Meghan. Seriously, just zip it. We've heard it all before.
Online, the reaction exploded.
Meghan doing that is to make herself the center of attention.
People replayed the clip, watching Courtney freeze for half a breath.
She's making the camera then focus on her. And even her friend said, oh, you know, it's making me nervous.
Some defended Meghan. Others said it was proof she can't let anyone else lead.
Meghan Markle's craziness, because she is truly unraveling.
The debate grew, and it came at the worst time for her image.
And this video, you know, everything that Meghan does, it's curated. There's nothing natural about it.
That same week, Meghan lost another top staff member, a Netflix hire who quit after just 3 months.
Who she made a big deal about hiring has resigned after just 3 months because things were, surprise, surprise, pretty horrible.
It was her 10th PR chief in 5 years.
The fact that they've gone through 10 PR people in such a short time. Is it because she doesn't listen to her PR and the PR is saying, I'm done.
In Hollywood, that's a red flag. When your team keeps leaving, it shows the chaos behind the brand.
She's not a quitter, so things must have been pretty horrible for her to go.
Even stranger, the woman didn't list the job on her profile like she wanted to erase it.
We don't want to touch it because even in LinkedIn, she didn't put in LinkedIn that she has worked for Meghan.
And this isn't new. Former Spotify and Archewell staff have said the same thing. High pressure, poor communication, and constant turnover.
It's pretty obvious that she can't retain staff because she doesn't treat them very well.
Too many stories, same pattern. The public started to believe what the press had been hinting at.
It's just laughable. Paying for awards, allegedly. Being seen in all of these places to create an illusion.
That the charm on camera doesn't match the reality behind it. Another clip added fuel a dinner in Los Angeles, where Meghan stood alone with a glass of wine.
Glass of wine on her own. I'd imagine that's because not a lot of the women wanted to drink her cheap white labeled plonk that has been forced on them. And
guests chatted, but no one approached her. Some said the video looked fake. Others believed it was real.
All of these people that are around her, and not one person is acknowledging her, talking with her, looking in her direction. She is just standing there alone, drinking wine.
Either way, the image stuck. She looked isolated, even among Hollywood friends.
Because nobody wants to hire her.
Then came the quiet snub from Oprah. They held events on separate days, in the same city, and never crossed paths.
Another person who didn't make her wedding list. Isn't that something, guys?
Subtle, but telling. In Hollywood, silence is how distance is shown. Critics started using the same phrase again, the controlling Duchess. Small gestures fed that image. Grabbing the mic, steering conversations, leaning toward every camera at the perfect moment.
I think, if anything, it's because it was so awful, they want to forget it, which again makes it laughable with Meghan, who talks about what an awful time that she had working for the royal family.
Fans defended her, saying people were exaggerating. But the argument itself kept her trending, which might be exactly what she wanted. Still, maybe it wasn't arrogance. Maybe it was nerves.
Bad results are purely from the client not listening.
Some people grab control when they feel uncomfortable. But in that moment, the better move was simple. Let your friend talk, smile, and step back. That small grace changes everything. It matters because Meghan's brand is built on empowerment. Yet when she overshadows another woman, the message breaks.
Courtney's keeping such a distance from Meghan. If you look how she's sitting, and her body language is just terrible.
People don't dislike confidence. They dislike contradictions. The audience can sense when the words and actions don't match.
Unfortunately, the bad reputation falls on you because they will say, where is her PR?
The revolving door of staff makes it worse. Without stability, every minor incident becomes a crisis. No steady voice to guide her. No one to say stop before a small issue goes viral.
But do you think that Meghan genuinely doesn't listen to the PR people because she thinks she knows better? Do you think it's her arrogance?
That's how reputations crumble, not with scandals, but with small cracks over time.
And also stop lying saying that this was a very successful season of With Love, Meghan. It wasn't. It was a complete disaster.
Even Prince Andrew's mess made headlines again that week, but people still said Meghan was the bigger risk to the royal image.
My thoughts are coming from evidence. They are paying people and not taking their advice.
Because while he's fallen, she keeps creating noise. And in media, constant noise becomes its own kind of downfall.
Some type of big new as ever announcement, even though we know that this business is completely failing.
Back to the stage. Courtney's face said it all. She was nervous, and her friend took control. Maybe Meghan meant well. But support isn't about speaking for someone. It's about giving them the space to shine.
I just reply, hi, Meghan. Because I'm convinced it's her.
If Meghan ever wants to rebuild her image, the answer isn't more PR. It's smaller steps, less talking, more listening, real empathy. The kind that doesn't need a microphone.
Anecdote about her favorite child. Let's be realistic, Dan. It's no longer Archie, is it? It's always Lily. You know, Lily's the most amazing child. She just comes out with these stories every single time, and it sounds so artificial.
And if that scene felt uncomfortable, wait until you see what came next. Because Mickgate wasn't the only time Meghan turned a friendly spotlight into an awkward headline. In this clip from Lunch with the Minister of Defense, Harry does the gentlemanly thing, helping a woman up the steps. But watch closely. Here comes Meghan's claw of control. She leans in, maneuvering him like she's steering a puppet, even peeking in front of him to see who dares get his attention. Meghan completely ignores the woman, who was about to stand on Harry's other side. Instead, Meghan directs Harry to stand next to her, leaving the woman awkwardly pushed back to the edge of the stage. The woman even points where she wanted to stand. Meghan just flashes a smug smile and leaves her stranded by the stairs, isolated, while Meghan basks in the spotlight with her classic "I'm better than you" smirk. We've seen Meghan use her famous claw of control on Harry over and over, steering him around like he's her puppet. Meghan's hand is always on Harry's back, not as a sweet gesture, but as a steering wheel directing this grown man exactly where she wants him. Even at one of their final royal events, Harry tried to speak to someone across the room, but Meghan yanked him back like a dog on a leash. And this isn't rare. It happens at almost every event they go to, whether it's the Invictus Game, their royal duties, or Nigeria. This power dynamic between Harry and Meghan is always the same. We all saw Meghan's rudeness to Dr. Sophie at the polo match, even though Sophie is the chair of the charity that hosted them that weekend. Not even a high-ranking title could save her from Meghan Markle's cold stage manners. There's this one clip I still can't believe is real. It's that ridiculous. Forget Meghan's VMA club outfit for a second. Why is she planted in front of Harry like a human wall? He tries to move her over and she shifts maybe a centimeter. You can see he's annoyed, and even the woman next to him is giving Meghan side-eye as she tries to make space. The whole thing is bizarre. Meghan's blocking him like she's the lead singer ditching the band, clearly wanting her jewelry front and center instead of hidden. It's just weird and honestly off-putting. Here's another moment from the trip. Harry goes to greet people, and within seconds, that famous claw is on his back, shoving him aside so Meghan can insert herself. Harry even shoots her a nasty look. The man turns back to Harry, but Meghan can't stand that. She flashes an aggressive smile, scans the room, chest puffed out, inching closer until the man is forced to address her too. As Harry talks, she gives him this empty, glitchy smile, and honestly, it's downright creepy. It's just like that nasty glare she gave her own mom when Doria dared to speak for 2 seconds in front of Meghan. Meghan talking to herself for the cameras. Classic. She's always calculating the shot. How can I make this look effortless, poetic, like I'm a real-life fairy tale princess? We saw it at the Queen's funeral with her one perfect stage tear. Real grief doesn't pose for cameras with closed eyes and a dramatic chin lift. Most people look down, but Meghan, she gave us Broadway. And you might think, Hollywood Confidential, you're overthinking it. But am I? In this clip, we see Meghan laughing and looking around like Harry just said something funny, but rewatch it. Harry's just wiping his nose, and the man next to her isn't even speaking. Yet she's sitting there cackling to herself. Why? Of course, for the cameras. There's even a moment where everyone is looking in another direction, probably listening to whoever's talking, but Meghan is making this bizarre face and clapping. And for what? No clear reason, other than making sure the camera stays on her. Then there's this clip where Meghan pretends she's part of Harry's conversation. Harry's talking to the man next to him, and Meghan jumps in with her fake laugh, while Harry's face stays blank. The whole thing is painfully awkward, especially when Meghan flashes that aggressive smile while Harry just looks confused. Even the woman behind her seems entertained, watching the foolishness unfold. Another awkward moment happened at the Invictus Games. Harry's talking to the man next to him, while Meghan, who was singing along to Sweet Caroline, suddenly starts aggressively smiling and leaning toward their conversation. Meghan, there's no way you were actually involved or even heard a word with the man so far away and the crowd plus music blasting. But that doesn't stop her from scanning the room, smiling and laughing at nothing. By the end, she's clearly trying to make eye contact with this man, who isn't looking at her at all. And then there's another event where she spots the camera twice in just 30 seconds, instantly turning up the act just for the lens. And what's with her constant room scanning? It's so strange and robotic. If I were her publicist, I'd tell her to stop.
Huh?
This also happened at another Invictus Games event, where cameras caught her scanning the crowd, desperate for someone to react so she could respond. Her behavior comes off manic, like she can't even fake focusing on what's happening in front of her. Instead, she's hunting for attention in photo ops. At one point, she flashes her blazer open while looking around, then starts bouncing and scanning again, even though no one's watching. She even seems to mutter "stop it" to herself, and when the crowd claps for a score, she claps too, but still keeps searching for someone to notice her. This was right before they got booted from Charles's fancy garden party. Meghan was allegedly whining that she was bored and wanted to leave. Well, word got back to Charles and Camilla, and guess what? Wish granted. Don't let the royal gate hit you on the way out, sweetheart. Oh, and here, take these gifts, the ones you're definitely not supposed to be accepting. So they showed up late to the performance. The crowd's already clapping, but of course they think it's for them. Look at that grin, like she just won an award. And keep an eye on the woman in the top left. She says something, but I can't tell what. If you can read lips, drop it in the comments. Serious face and top left lady are a whole mood. We're at their last Commonwealth event, and surprise, Meghan spots a camera and starts gawking like it's her close-up. But Sophie catches her in the act, and boom, most awkward flag wave ever. Now Meghan's bulldozing through chairs like it's a Black Friday sale just to get in front of Sophie. And that look Sophie throws at Harry's wife. Here's another moment where she starts talking to herself, wearing that fake, empathetic smile, even though Harry isn't even looking her way. Watch the baby in front. That look says it all. I don't know about you, but I always trust the baby's judgment when it comes to strangers. They just know. What's that, Harry? We're supposed to meet veterans who've been waiting to see us. Oh, don't worry. I can totally hijack that too. Because it's not about them. It's about me. Bit slippery today, huh? Maybe it wouldn't be if you didn't show up to a wedding dressed like a walking duvet. Who knew bedspreads were in this season? Here's Meghan having a full-on convo with herself. And look, the Queen is totally thrilled or not. And yeah, here comes the famous moment. She shoves her way in front like she owns the place. Just wandering around like, what do I get? Move, folks. Meghan's on a mission to steal the spotlight. Here we go. Digging through Haz's stuff like it's a yard sale. Couple of houses, some drama, and friends standing there like, girl, what are you doing? Meanwhile, she's backing away all sneaky like a guilty little spider caught in the cookie jar. This is the part where she's bossing Harry around like a stage mom. Then boom, some other lady dares to take over. Meghan's face not amused. If you watch the whole thing, folks say a big fight probably happened before this. And the cherry on top, she's mad he didn't hand her the pen like a royal servant. Oh yeah, he's definitely getting an earful later. This one's my favorite. Kids don't lie. And they definitely don't fake it. Not even Meghan's acting can win them over. And look at Harry trying to play the tough dad, scolding the kid like, hey, show some respect. Nice try, champ. All right, watch that side eye right there. She's giving him the look of death. And Harry man's squirming like he needs a bathroom now. All fidgety and weird. Yeah, they've 100% been arguing about something. You can feel the tension through the screen. All right, y'all. This is her big USO moment. Just watch. You can feel the awkward... Nobody's vibing with her. They're dodging eye contact like it's contagious. The guy on her right looking like he needs a restraining order. Now she's into the drumming like she's headlining Coachella. And that giant space around her, not a fan club. That's a get away from me zone. Girl, stop. Our troops didn't sign up for this mess. I'm physically cringing. What is she even doing? And those arms. One thing's for sure, nobody paid for this show. Here they are landing in New Zealand. And wow, rookie move. Short skirt, long open jacket on a windy day. Girl, it's not a fashion show. It's a weather warning. Looks like she's about to flash the whole runway. Honestly, Harry probably isn't complaining, but the wind sure is doing all the talking. Ah yes, the infamous scarf moment. Will's already messing with it like it's attacking him. Should we start counting how long it takes before he uses it as an escape plan? Anything to avoid talking to Harry's wife. He's practically begging Kate with his eyes. Please stand between us. Save me. Morocco, and here she goes, sprinting for no reason like she's in a movie. Then boom, almost face plants. But hey, credit where it's due, that deep squat in those fancy clothes, kind of impressive, Olympic gold and dodging embarrassment. Here they are meeting the King of Morocco, and yep, she's at it again. Elbows out, pushing through like she owns the palace. Super classy or not, that's a big no-no over there. But Meghan's like, rules? Never heard of them. This was the 50th anniversary of Charles being made Prince of Wales. Big deal, right? He tells Harry and Meghan to hang back, senior members only. But nope, here they come, creeping up like two cranky crabs who didn't get the memo. He's literally telling her to stay put, and they keep inching forward. Finally, someone behind them's like, guys, wait, super awkward. Then they get waved through just to stand and wait again. The best part, everyone else is pretending they don't even exist. Classic. Mama almost grabs her belly, then remembers, oops, no baby in there. Old habits really do die hard. Muscle memories working overtime, but the bump's long gone. Thank you. That's really why we're here. Yep. This is what they ditched the memorial for, folks. Priorities. Who needs honoring the dead when there's a photo op waiting? Easy there, down boy. It's a red carpet, not a fire drill. And now enjoy some heartwarming clips of Meghan and Harry's adoring fans. All 5 of them. Blink and you might miss the crowd.
Meghan Markle, the charlatan duchess, the Courtney royal family.
And she always pulls this same act, and you can see the pattern from their Nigeria trip, to the Invictus Games, to pretty much every trip they've taken since they got together. If Harry starts talking to someone next to him at an event, she instantly pretends she's part of it, even talking to herself. It's needy and desperate, especially since Harry never cuts her off to steal attention. Yet she treats him like a sidekick, which brings me to my next point. Do you know how humiliating it is to no longer work for a certain company or family, yet your only claim to fame is still tied to them? I got full-on secondhand embarrassment when the British national anthem plays, and they stand to honor the same country and the same people they trash in the media almost every day. Funniest part, they don't represent the UK or the US, yet they're standing there, big, mad, and awkward as hell. There was another moment where Meghan got a gift from a school child, and by the end, she couldn't even hide it. Her mask slipped, and she looked at the gift with pure disgust. But what's even funnier, and honestly more concerning, then there's the fact that a fugitive wanted in the US welcomed Harry and Meghan in Lagos. Yep, Dr. Alan Onyema, wanted for money laundering and $20 million bank fraud. He's also the founder and CEO of Airpeace, the Nigerian airline they use for their 3-day tour. Someone had to sponsor them, and apparently the prestigious Harry and Meghan had no problem with a wanted fugitive. That's scandalous. If you want respect, you don't cozy up to criminals. If this were William and Catherine, Meghan and Harry would have flooded the press with outrage over media bias. But because it's them, silence. Just like Harry, who was all smiles at a dinner supporting African parks, yet stayed quiet about the scandal involving the Baka people and the abuse they've suffered from guards hired by African Park. As I said in part 1, it's been months since they were urged to speak, and still nothing. Almost like they only care when it's good press, not when it's the uncomfortable truth. During their visit to the Light Academy, Meghan and Barry went on with the same tired 2-sentence script about mental health. This is your story, and it's okay not to be okay.
Every single one of you has a story.
Because it's okay not to be okay.
Like, wow, how poetic, how life-changing. Because no one's ever said that before, right? Please, every celebrity preaches about mental health now. At least learn enough to offer more than 2 generic lines artists have been singing about for years. Yet Harry acted like he was groundbreaking when he asked students what they'd do if they didn't see their friend smiling in class.
If you see your friend in your class not smiling, what are you going to do?
Maybe because they're busy doing their math work. I don't know. He even paused for a moment, like he was waiting for applause that never came.
What are you going to do?
While Meghan gave him this creepy smile, then tried to act quirky with a fake laugh. Like, haha, see why I married him? He's so smart.
Do you see why I'm married to him? He's so smart.
Then she told a story, which I'm sure is a lie, about how 2-year-old Lily supposedly saw her reflection in Meghan's tiny pupil. And of course, Meghan turned it into some big inspirational moment on stage.
Interestingly, so our daughter Lily, she's much, much tinier than you guys. She's about to turn 3. And a few weeks ago, she looked at me, and she could just see the reflection in my eyes, and she goes, "Mama, I see me in you."
Having two unqualified people mumbling random words together doesn't make it inspiring. What happened to public figures giving speeches we'd actually remember? Ones that truly help? Instead, we get Harry saying the bare minimum about mental health. How do you preach something you can't even manage yourself? You think your brother-in-law, sister-in-law, or father are smiling while you constantly attack them in the media. He can't even help himself, yet claims he wants to help others with generic lines he doesn't even live by.
Put your hand up if you are unsure of what mental health means. Okay, so you all know what mental health means.
Then you've got Meghan telling some made-up deep story about a 2-year-old. Please, the whole thing is a bore. You'd get better, more useful advice from a random guy at a gas station. The cherry on top of this trip was Nigeria's first lady publicly shading Meghan right after. Senator Oluremi Tinubu, wife of President Bola Tinubu, didn't hold back telling the audience that young men and women should dress modestly, not copy American celebrities, and that Nigerians show beauty and confidence without dressing half naked.
We have to salvage our children. You know, we see the way they dress, they keep forgetting that Nigeria, we are beautiful. The moment you can see what they showcase on the stage, I said we are fashionable, we see what is going on. You know, we are not having a Met Gala, and everyone, their nakedness is just everywhere. And the men are well clothed. Even they are mimicking and trying to emulate film stars from America. They don't know.
Who's an American celeb who brags about being so American? She couldn't even fit in with the Brits. Meghan Markle.
Don't want to wave like an American. Like,
And who just went to Nigeria wearing a backless dress at a school, a tube top at a professional lunch, and a beach dress to an event. Yep, Meghan Markle. After saying all that, Senator Oluremi Tinubu even brought up Meghan's trip to Nigeria.
Film stars from America, they don't know where they come from. Why did Meghan come here looking for Africa?
So it's pretty clear Meghan was the image in the First Lady's mind when talking about dressing modestly in Nigeria. Plus, neither the First Lady nor the President came to greet them. It felt like they were annoyed by this unofficial royal visit. And Meghan twirling in a backless dress at a school in front of kids, while the First Lady said, "We have to salvage our children," is all the proof you need. She was talking about Meghan.
We see the way they dress, they keep forgetting that Nigeria, we are beautiful. That is not beautiful. It's not beautiful at all. And they're all beautiful girls.
At Paris Fashion Week, Meghan Markle made her big return, but things got awkward fast. When she tried to chat with Dame Kristen Scott Thomas, the actress completely ignored her. No eye contact, no smile, nothing. The clip went viral instantly, and fans crowned Dame Kristen the queen of subtle, savage shade.